Interesting. That is so interesting.
People look for face giveaways, but body language has a lot of it to do with the legs and the feet. What's going on there? And you'll see at the start her legs are crossed. That's really, really defensive. Now, that may be her comfortable position, I don't know. But it's a very unusual position to sit.
In a chair, absolutely.
Because he hasn't got the psychological safety to be able to offer what he wants to say in authentic, in calm, and a direct way. I don't know why, but you'll see the pacifying behaviour starts here. He says something, and then there's that little giggle, there's that little shift. Have a look, tell me what you think.
You kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Now, it's interesting here, you see...
Fill the room with the juice. That's a lot of loot.
Let's go. What?
And you
don't gotta work harder. I can calm you down. I can calm you down. What? Oh, this song is so good. I just can't, you guys. That is my song right there. Like, oh, anyways, guys. Woo! How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to the Chan. Look, y'all, so I really should have had this filmed hours ago, but if you do follow me on Instagram, and if you don't, then keep up. I was trying to respond to all of my DMs today, and let me tell you, mind blown. Like, I literally have DMs from like 200 and something weeks ago. 2016, 2015, like, I felt so bad. I was just like, oh my God, there's so many piling. So I took the time out of my day to respond back to literally every single freaking person. Like, at least I tried. I definitely have more that I need to like respond back to, but woo, y'all, when I tell you that it's exhausting, I can't even imagine. Y'all, these social media managers, y'all just don't even know it. Y'all don't know it. Anyways, so today I have a retinol eye mask. That's what I'm gonna be putting on. I've never used this brand before, but I found 2 packets of them in my drawer, and I was like, sis, this is the problem. You be buying stuff and you don't be using it. It is an issue. Okay, you really need to fix yourself. So I went ahead and opened it, and yeah, it says I gotta put it on for like 20 minutes. The video we're gonna watch is 11 minutes. There is a second one that's like 5 minutes, so we may do both depending on, you know, the traction of this. First of all, before we hop into here, you know, I love me some Bruce. I love me some Bruce. I really love this man. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I really like this man, and this might get real spicy. Oh, it might get spicy, so I did get some hot Cheetos. Anyways, I have not seen like any of, so obviously I did this.
Decided we were going to take our space, and what happened?
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement.
With August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement, an entanglement, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August, an entanglement with August. I got into entanglement with August, entanglement with August, entanglement with August.
In all seriousness, entanglement is a word, you guys. Y'all are tripping. Entanglement is a word. Let me shut up. Let me go get my food. I'm hungry. You know, the entanglement song. I did that. But I didn't actually watch the exact video of them talking and having that discussion. So when people were reenacting stuff of it, I was just like, oh, dang, I didn't even get to see the actual, you know, thing. Like, barely. It was just like a little bit of it. So this is going to be my first time, especially if he puts like some clips in here. I don't know how many clips he's going to put in here, but if he does, then this is going to be double reaction, because I haven't actually seen it just them, meaning not anyone editing and, you know, messing with it and all of that stuff. Like, no, like at all. So let's hop in here, because I can't.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, really?
Pause. I can't with this man. We gotta pause. He just, Will Smith and Jada Pinkett. I'm like, you know what, Bruce? I like you. I like you a lot. You know that, sir? Do you know it? Do you know it? Because I like you. I like you a lot. I like you a lot, daddy. I'm just looking at what he's wearing. I can't. He got his hair slicked back in this one. This was 3 weeks ago. Interesting. Hop back in. I'll let you say what you said.
Will Smith and Jada Pinkett, really, truly, authentically going on in this relationship. So welcome back to the Believe in Bruce channel, the home of body language, self-development, performance psychology, anything to do with the head and the heart. If you're interested about body language, understanding what's not being said,
Yo.
trying to figure out who's a liar,
We actually became really.
but also having the skills so that your partner can never, ever lie to you in the future about anything. Then take 2 seconds to subscribe to the channel, because this may be the channel you've been looking for. And what more credibility do you need? What this sort of rubber stamp of approval than from your very own Tiger King's Carol Baskin when she was asked who was the best body language reading specialist on the planet?
Every time I hear Carol Baskin, I can't help but laugh.
Her response was quick and direct.
Believing Bruce, what he observes and speaks about is so accurate.
Thank you very much, Carol Baskin. So let's set the context.
Is that what she
said?
said?
The front of this relationship, Will and Jada,
very sure.
they perceive their relationship, and they try to communicate, convey, represent their relationship as if they've got everything as well, as if they've got their shit together.
Okay,
that's
look,
look. We're cool, we're funky.
Hold up,
we
let me pause
We
this.
do that, we talk about everything.
Because look, first of all, a couple of years ago, I was fully aware that Will Smith and Jada Pinkett were in an open relationship. I don't know where everyone else was, but that was known tea in the Black community. Like, I remember people talking about it, and I remember them being like, oh yeah, supposedly she's like messing around with August, and some people didn't believe it, some people did. And for some reason, this whole tea comes out, and I'm like, wait, why is everyone talking about Jada, but no one is talking about how Will Smith was with that white girl that was on Wolf of Wall Street, the blonde one? They was frolicking together too, but nobody's talking about that. We're all just dissing Jada. So I really am interested to see what he has to say, because I'm curious to see how Will Smith is perceived.
But here what we've got is an example. Remember, autonomous reactions. That's what we're looking for in regards to body language. An instant reaction that's very, very, if nigh on impossible to control. This is the giveaways that we start to see the real truth, the authenticity that lies within this relationship. And it's not what they want to convey. It's not what they're trying to put over in their interactions on social media, on the news, etc. I'm going to explain why and what.
Period.
So you can observe what it is in this example, but also other examples out there. Again, for me, the first bit is that when it comes, now I don't know Jada's emotional baseline. I don't know her behavioural baseline, but what I notice under the table, a lot of people look for face giveaways, but body language has a lot of it to do with the legs and the feet. What's going on there? And you'll see at the start her legs are crossed. That's really, really defensive. Now, that may be her comfortable position, I don't know. But it's a very unusual position to sit.
In a chair, absolutely.
With your partner.
With everybody to see, too, on top of
how
that.
her relationship developed with all.
Interesting.
And you'll see that Will's nodding, and he wants to come across. He's like in tune with her. But you'll also see that there's a couple of eye blocks from Will. And what this is eye blocking, it's shutting off those images. And again, without talking to him, just using my experience. At that point there, he's probably thinking, I wish we didn't start that relationship. I wish we didn't invite August into our home, because this is the output of what's occurred from this position.
I'm dying because it's August.
You can see the eye blocks. Very subtle, but the eye blocks are there.
We actually became really, really good friends.
Woo!
And it all started.
Look at his face.
It all started.
But this one here is where we start to see Will's pacifying behaviour. All right, now Will is uncomfortable, he's embarrassed, he feels awkward. And the reason I'm going to offer that is he does a lot of what's called pacifying behaviours. Either before, so pro-verbalisation, or post-verbalisation. He'll do a little laugh, a little giggle, he'll move to the side. So he wants to convey his point, but he doesn't feel like he's got the permission, the authority, the confidence to do so. So it's a bit like when someone says something to you that they may not have liked what you've done. They'll say something and they'll go, I'm just joking. No, they weren't. Everything they said before that was exactly what they meant. The I'm just joking.
Let us
allowed them to feel like they could say it for whatever reason. It gave them permission. And that's what you see with Will Smith throughout this interview, is these pacifying behaviours where he laughs or he giggles or he tries to brush something off, because he hasn't got the psychological safety to be able to offer what he wants to say in authentic, in calm, and a direct way. I don't know why, but you'll see the pacifying behaviour starts here. He says something, and then there's that little giggle, there's that little shift. Have a look, tell me what you think.
You kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Now, what's interesting here, you see Jada almost take control of that situation, because Will offers, there was a time where I thought that was it, we were done. And then she actually corrects him by her language and also the body language. No, she said, no, we were over, we were done. Will don't have any ambiguity here, any unsureness, any lack of clarity about what was going on. 100% we were done.
I really felt like we could be over. You
Yeah,
know?
we were over.
So it gives you a type of reflection
Wait,
on the
I've
words
never
that
seen
Will
that.
uses and how he was seeing the
Jada.
relationship. But then also
Sis.
Jada's angle as well. It's like
What?
chalk and cheese. There was definitely
Right.
two different lenses that
Because
we
they're
could
an
look
open,
through
they are
on the same
friends.
relationship. Now this is interesting. This is where it gets really awkward.
That's what I think.
Because Will then offers, what did you do, Jada? Like, come on then, what did you then do?
And then what did you do, Jada?
So we've talked about this, we've talked about that. Puts his hand on the table and says, right, now say what you've done. This is Will's opportunity because he wants to hear it. He maybe needs it for his internal soul, his self, his credibility, his self-belief, his respectability, his heart, whatever it may be. All right, but he needs her to say this. But what's really interesting here, remember they've got an authentic relationship, they're cool, they're hip, they're funky, all this type of stuff. Well, actually there's not, there's a bit of a weird energy going on here within this interview. And you'll see when Will asks this, both of them look down.
And then what did you do, Jada?
Well, you know, I think from there,
You'll see both of them look down towards the floor. Remember, eye contact is one of the most powerful things out there. Powerful things that when you look at someone, you're looking into their soul, as the saying goes. But at this particular moment, they don't want that threat. They don't want that awkward. They don't want that connection. They can't have that connection. It's too overwhelming for them, which is why they look down. There is zero eye contact going on here. And for me, where Jada comes into it, is she's talking about that she didn't feel like she was being the best version of herself. She felt sad, she felt down, etc. And then when she starts talking about healing August, you'll see her face light up. Like there's genuine energy there that she gets from healing someone. Have a look at this.
and so long since I felt good. And it was really a joy to just help heal somebody.
Yeah.
Help heal somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And again, there's this awkward type energy behaviour here where Will offers, I didn't know if I was ever going to speak to you again. Now, this is where we get our old friend, the brain, coming involved. Because what's present here is adrenaline. It's fear. There is an adrenaline dump. And it's interesting because it's Will that starts it and then Jada reciprocates it. Because the words that Will has used, I didn't know if I was going to speak to you again, and then you'll see them start to move in the chair, they start to fidget, they start to trying to prepare themselves, to make themselves more comfortable. That's adrenaline, and you can watch it in conversations around you as well. If you ever say something and you see somebody start to move or get agitated, that's an indicator, key performance indicator, that something hasn't landed well with them. And again, back to the old system here. The thalamus takes in that information, it directs it to the amygdala. The amygdala talks to the hypothalamus to the pituitary gland to the adrenal glands, boom! You get the adrenaline, and how you see it is that shift in the chair. That's an indicator that someone isn't happy in that particular moment there.
Because I wasn't sure I was ever going to speak to you again.
I know.
Yeah, like...
I know.
Yeah.
Let me just rub the side of my pants for no reason.
Will says, I want to get you back.
And
Jada,
I
already think you've done that. So I wonder what's actually happened in that dynamic, in that relationship. What has Will done in the past?
I'm going to get you back first.
Wolf of Wall Street.
You're going to get me back. I think you've got me back. I think we're good on that, okay?
What did I say?
Okay, that's probably true.
They friends with
Because she
it.
seems
You know what
to
I
be
mean?
authentic.
Like,
No, you've done that.
We're good on.
You have done that. Again, that there, the indicator, the finger, the straight finger, that is an indicator of an activity, of a task, or some kind of situation that's occurred. No, you've done that. She's been very specific. Again, no ambiguity with that finger. What has Will Smith done in the past? And you also see here that Will starts to laugh. Now, it's the first time where really he's engaged with the camera crew. And again, that's his amygdala kicking in. That's the embarrassment. It's like, oh, what happened in this conversation?
right, and
now,
he's not acting. He's not.
Inside, he's feeling awkward.
Snap, okay?
And this last little bit of body language here is when they're talking about Will getting him back and they're joking and Will's doing that sort of pacifying laughter, etc., and he's moving. But what's a real key here is just watch for Will Smith raising he actually gets his cuff as if he's getting ready for a fight.
But yeah.
In this context here, talking about a situation. They're talking about Will getting her back for whatever she's done, whatever he's done. Who knows? Obviously,
the
there's a whole lot of
exposure
energy going on within this relationship.
Jesus.
But what you see is that a thought has entered Will's head, and that's why at that particular moment he pushes up his sleeve. He's getting ready for a fight. He's getting ready to do something. And in the context of what's going on here, I do seriously think that he's got some type of plan, some activity, something to maybe get that one-upmanship back across for the activities that Jada has presented within that relationship, i.e. the affair she's had with August. So again, some very subtle body language giveaways that actually give a real in-depth indicator that this relationship is not all that we, and again, I'm not saying it's their fault, but that we may perceive this relationship to be. It's definitely not as open. It's definitely not as authentic. It's definitely not as collaborative. There is 100% awkwardness between the two people there, and almost more importantly, Will, with that last cuff roll, that shuffle of the cuff up the forearm, he's still
it's
got
so
some
weird when you see it.
energy in his head that allows him, not the body presentation, to start preparing for a fight, some type of interaction. So I hope you've enjoyed this little body language experiment just to give you an indicator of what's really going on underneath the surface. So you can start understanding other people's body language, but also yourself to help you think, feel, and act a little bit better. Remember, if you're interested in body language and you'd like to learn more about it, subscribe below. You can catch me on Instagram if you want to send me any example you'd like me to look into. But more important than any of this, believe in Bruce. Remember to be kind to yourselves and each other.
I freaking love you, man. I freaking love you, dude. I love you. Period. 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 No tampon. Okay. Oh my God. Wow. I really freaking enjoyed that thoroughly. First of all, why would you do this? And like, when you think about it, it's kind of funny because say you're like hot, right? Or you're trying to put like both of your like hands or arms on the table, then that would be like a reason why you would do it. But again, in conversation, for what reason? For what reason? Interesting. That is so interesting. I cannot wait for this man to do Hati. I know it's coming. Has to be coming. But it's not here yet. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. I have my notifications on. So the second that is like ready to go, like the wheels. I freaking love you, Bruce. You are everything. Oh my gosh. Wowzers, wowzers, wowzers. Honestly, personally, for me, I know that they've been doing all kinds of stuff. Because there was rumors of them, like, having swinger parties. I heard rumors of that, like, a long time ago. A really long time ago. Even when I was living in LA. And that was in 2015. No, 2016, 15. So, I don't know. Well, I was living in Long Beach, but besides the point, I was in LA when I heard that. But, yeah, I don't know, guys. Let me know what y'all think about that, T. Do you think that Will Smith has done some stuff? Because I know for a fact there are pictures all over the place with that. Also, he does have another video. So if you guys like it, like meaning if you guys like this video, let me know and we'll do that one next. Y'all, let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna get out of here. If you're brand new here and you just made it to the end of this video, guess what? Guess what? You need to like and subscribe. You need to like and subscribe and join our family, okay? Come join us, all right? Oh, I am shook with this man's content. I am shook. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all in the next one. Stay safe. Stay clean. And on the scene, okay? What? Bars. All right, bye. Purpose it.
Yo. Percocet, Miley Percocet.